Good afternoon, Flagler County. This is Sheriff Rick Staly with a community update for Wednesday, July 8th. As you know, Florida continues to see an increase in COVID-19 cases, and Flagler County saw 90 new cases just last week alone. Due to this, Florida Governor DeSantis extended the ongoing state of emergency in Florida for another 60 days. While we are seeing an increase in positive cases, we remain significantly below the state percentage of cases. I attribute this to our residents following the CDC recommendations better than many other communities. As of this morning, Flagler County has had 424 positive cases of COVID-19 overall and has tested over 9,300 people. There have been 5 deaths and 39 total hospitalizations. If you have any symptoms of COVID-19 or have had direct contact with someone who has tested positive, it is suggested that you get tested. The public drive-up testing site at Palm Coast campus of the Daytona State College will continue to operate throughout the month of July. The drive-up testing site runs 9 a.m. to noon every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday weekly, with the capacity to test up to 150 people per day. To schedule an appointment, call 386-313-4200. The Department of Health is also making additional testing sites available throughout the month of July. Drive-through testing sites will be available at Santa Maria del Mar Catholic Church in Flagler Beach on Mondays from 4:30 to 6 p.m. and at First United Methodist Church of Bunnell on Wednesdays from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. Church on the Rock in Bunnell will have a drive-through testing site on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to noon. On Thursdays from 8:30 to 10:30, there will be a walk-up testing site at the Flagler Pharmacy in Flagler Beach. Each site can test up to 60 people per event, and no appointments are needed at this time. Test results will be available 10 days after testing. You can also make an appointment with your primary health care provider, the Florida Department of Health in Bunnell, or an urgent care center. Late last week, Flagler Schools announced they are working towards having campuses open for in-person learning on August 10th, as scheduled, and will also offer the iFlagler virtual education program for families who wish to continue virtual school for their children. The virtual option is open for students in grades K through 12. There is a return to school section on flaglerschools.com with official information. The City of Palm Coast announced that they will now reopen City Hall to the public later than previously announced due to the increased cases of COVID-19 in our community. Palm Coast City Hall is now expected to reopen on August 3rd, with the first in-person City Council meeting on August 4th at 6 p.m. At Tuesday night's council meeting, the Palm Coast City Council approved a mask mandate for the City of Palm Coast. According to their mandate, this means that in the City of Palm Coast, you must wear a face covering anytime you are in any indoor location other than your home or residence. The order also states every person living, working, visiting, or doing business in the City of Palm Coast shall wear a face covering in any public indoor location and encourages all businesses to prohibit entry to anyone not wearing a face covering. A face covering is defined in the order as a uniform piece of material that securely covers a person's nose and mouth and remains affixed in place without the use of one's hands, whether store-bought or homemade, concurrent with CDC guidelines. The exemptions listed in the order include persons 2 years old or younger, persons observing social distancing in accordance with CDC guidelines, and persons for whom a face covering would cause impairment due to an existing health condition. Other exemptions include persons who do not interact with others or when wearing face covering would prevent the person from performing their job duties. Law enforcement and other first responders are exempt from this resolution and are required to follow their agency policy. In the sheriff's office, that means our employees are encouraged to wear a face mask, but it is not mandatory except on certain calls such as medical calls or where COVID-19 questions cannot be cleared. If you would like to read the entire resolution, go to the palmcoastgov.org. Remember, this is not the sheriff's office mandate. If you have comments either way, please call or email the City of Palm Coast. We are just trying to keep you informed on what is occurring by other elected officials. Finally, please remember that throughout this pandemic, our goal has been and will continue to be keeping everyone safe. My understanding is that the cities of Bunnell and Flagler Beach are also considering mandatory masks in their cities this week. While the debate on whether to impose mandatory face masks continues, I have shared my recommendations and concerns with our local government leaders. The sheriff's office will not become the mask police. I trust the citizens and business owners in Flagler County to do what is right for themselves or their business. Let's join together as a community to ensure the safety of all to get through this pandemic together as quickly as possible. If you would like to see my full statement on the mask issue, please visit flaglersheriff.com/coronavirus. Follow us to stay up to date on our social media platform or at flaglersheriff.com/coronavirus. You can also download the Flagler County Sheriff's app in the App Store or Google Play to stay up to date. Thank you and have a great week.